We live with this every single day. And just when you think everyone's forgot, then Chris Rogerson sends us a letter and shows us that not everybody's forgot.
A musical tribute to a child killed in an unimaginable tragedy. More than a year after his heartbreaking end, Austin Haley's story finds a new beginning. Good evening, I'm Britton Follett. A police officer's stray bullet killed Austin. The 5-year-old's death captured headlines in Oklahoma and around the country. But now Austin's story is being heard in a whole new way. Fox 25's Phil Cross has the story you'll see only on Fox.
August 2007, a fishing trip to a backyard pond in Noble ends when a police officer accidentally shoots and kills Austin Haley. Austin's life and death inspired a musician across the country to capture the tragedy in a way no one's done before.
To me, it's like wind chimes, just very soft, very delicate.
From a piano in Philadelphia.
In the music, I try to kind of capture, really like a hot summer day and kind of like the laziness of August.
Come the notes.
Just like a normal thing, and it just turns out to be a nightmare.
Notes that tell the story.
It was in August of 2007. I was watching the news.
The story of a fateful fishing trip to a pond in Noble, Oklahoma.
There are all these news stories and they come and go, and people forget about them. But this is something that really stuck with me.
Chris Rogerson was so moved by Austin's story, he went to his piano and played.
It was just my reaction to the story.
His emotions put to music. The end result, Noble Pond.
It's just a terrible, terrible thing, and I just can't imagine what they went through.
Noble Pond is now on its way to being an orchestral performance, but it wasn't something Chris wanted to keep confined to the Curtis Institute of Music.
I found their address and I sent them a note.
The note found its way to Jack and Renee Haley.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Haley, my name is Chris Rogerson. I am 20 years old and a third-year music composition student.
I kind of just said, I've written a piece about your son and in memory of your son.
I realize that there is no way to adequately portray your sadness and grief.
The music found its way into their hearts.
And that's just exactly how our feelings are every single day, ever since it happened. It's not something that just goes away.
For the Haleys, Austin is never far away. He'll always be watching over them.
Even after a year and 7 months, it's still difficult. And floods of emotions come.
Those emotions now captured in music as the song changes to reflect the chaos that swept over that Noble Pond.
It's not what it used to be at all. It's, really tragic and, crying out.
It's just such an honor for Austin's memory to go on in music like that.
The piece ends with those same lazy summer wind chimes, still ringing.
It's more peaceful, but it's still really troubled. And, you can sense that this is not some kind of something that's going to go away anytime soon.
The music fades, but Austin's memory lives on.
It's kind of hard right now. God always seems to send something else to help protect us and help us through another day.
The orchestra for the Curtis Institute of Music will perform Noble Pond March 30th in Philadelphia. Jack and Renee Haley say they'll be there to listen to their son's story set to music. Back to you.
The officers responsible for Austin's death pleaded no contest to manslaughter charges. They are serving 2-year deferred sentences along with community service.